Have you ever stopped to ponder why humans, the most social creatures on the planet, often find interaction challenging and complex? A simple hello, a casual conversation, a shared smile. These everyday interactions we engage in are actually intricate dances of social cues, shaped by invisible forces like culture, societal norms, and population dynamics. This paradox of human interaction is a fascinating topic, rich in complexity and depth. On one hand, we humans are inherently social, our survival and success hinging on our ability to connect and communicate. On the other, the very nature of these connections, with their unwritten rules and subtle nuances, can make human interaction a minefield of potential misunderstandings. As sociologists, it's crucial we understand these intricacies. They help us decode not just individual behaviors, but also larger societal patterns, trends, and transformations. As we delve into this topic, we're going to unravel the roots of this paradox and explore the factors influencing human interaction. First, let's consider population, the backbone of any society. Population is more than just a head count. It's a vibrant, dynamic entity that shapes the way we interact with each other. Imagine a society as a vast ocean. The population is the water that fills it. It's the fundamental element that gives society its form and function. The size, density, and diversity of a population are like the depth, temperature, and saltiness of the ocean, each one influencing the dynamics of life within it. Think about the role of population size first. In a small society, interactions are often more personal. You're more likely to know the person you're dealing with, and this familiarity can influence everything from business transactions to political decisions. On the other hand, in a larger society, anonymity becomes more common. We may not know everyone we interact with, and this impersonality can lead to different dynamics, like the development of formal rules and regulations to govern behavior. Now let's consider population density. In densely populated areas, interactions are frequent and often unavoidable. This can lead to a quick spread of ideas and trends, but can also result in tension and conflict. In contrast, in sparsely populated areas, interactions are less frequent, which may slow the pace of change but also allow for more individuality and independence. Lastly, there's population diversity. A diverse population brings together a broad range of experiences, perspectives, and ideas. This mix can foster creativity and innovation, but it can also pose challenges in terms of communication and understanding. It's like a rich tapestry, beautiful and intricate, but also complex and sometimes difficult to decipher. In other words, population size, density, and diversity are not just statistical facts. They are powerful forces that shape the way we live, work, and play. They influence everything from our daily routines to our most profound societal trends. As we can see, population factors greatly influence the way we interact and connect with one another. Now let's shift our focus to culture, the invisible hand that guides our interactions. Culture is like an unseen director, subtly choreographing the dance of human interaction. It shapes our behaviors, norms, and expectations, setting the stage for how we relate to one another. It's such an integral part of our lives that often we're not even aware of its influence. It's like the air we breathe, invisible but omnipresent, shaping our world in ways we often fail to recognize. Consider, for example, how culture influences our social behaviors. What's considered polite in one culture might be deemed rude in another. A firm handshake might be a sign of respect in one part of the world, while in another, it could be seen as overly aggressive. These cultural nuances shape our interactions often in subconscious ways, creating a complex tapestry of human relations. Now, imagine trying to navigate this intricate web of cultural norms and expectations without a guidebook. That's the reality for many who find themselves in a culture different from their own. Misunderstandings can arise, causing confusion, frustration, and even conflict. It's like trying to read a book in a language you don't understand. The words are there, but the meaning is lost. But it's not just about avoiding misunderstandings. Understanding culture is also about appreciating diversity. It's about recognizing that each culture, with its unique set of norms and values, adds a new dimension to the human experience. It's about seeing the beauty in our differences and the common threads that bind us together. Culture is a powerful force, shaping our perceptions, our behaviors, and our interactions. It's a lens through which we view the world, a blueprint for how we relate to one another. And while it can sometimes lead to misunderstandings, it's also a source of richness and diversity, adding depth and color to the tapestry of human interaction. Culture, in essence, paints the backdrop against which our interactions unfold. Next up is society, the framework within which our interactions take place. Imagine society as a colossal theater. The stage is set, the curtains are drawn, and we, the actors, are ready to play our parts. But who writes the script? Who decides the roles we play, the lines we speak, and the gestures we make? The answer is society, with its structures, institutions, and rules. Societal structures act as the skeleton of our interactions. The government, the economy, the education system, these are all structures that determine the ways we interact with one another. They set the boundaries and limitations within which we operate. For instance, the education system determines how teachers and students interact, while the government presides over how citizens relate to public authorities. Institutions, on the other hand, are the heart of our societal framework. They are the established practices and customs that guide our behavior. Institutions like marriage, family, or religion shape our personal relationships and interactions. They provide a set of guidelines, a blueprint, if you will, that influences our actions and reactions in different situations. And then we have societal rules. These are the silent conductors of our interactive orchestra. They are the unspoken do's and don'ts that govern our behavior. They tell us when to speak, how to speak, and what to speak. They influence the ways we express our thoughts, our emotions, and our desires. But society is not just about structures, institutions, and rules. It's also about norms and expectations. These invisible threads weave the fabric of our interactions. They mold our perceptions, our attitudes, and our beliefs. They dictate what is acceptable and what is not, subtly shaping the ways we communicate and relate to others. In the grand theater of life, society is not merely the stage or the script. It is the director, the playwright, and the audience all rolled into one. It sets the scene, writes the narrative, and evaluates the performance. Society, in many ways, sets the stage for our interactions. Now that we've examined these elements separately, how do they intertwine and shape human interaction? Well, imagine the world as a grand theater, where every individual is an actor. The population represents the ensemble of actors, each with a unique role to play. These roles, however, are not self-determined. They are shaped by the scripts we follow, the culture. The stage upon which we perform these roles is our society. The interplay between population, culture, and society is a beautiful dance, choreographed over generations. It begins with the population, the people. People form the nucleus of any society. They are the carriers of culture, the builders of society, the agents of change, yet they are also the products of their own creations. Culture, then, is a collective programming of the mind. It is the invisible thread that connects people, weaving a shared tapestry of beliefs, values, and practices. It is in the way we greet each other, the food we eat, the clothes we wear, the stories we tell. It's the unseen hand guiding our interactions, shaping not just what we do, but how and why we do it. Yet, culture does not exist in a vacuum. It is embedded within the larger framework of society. Society, in turn, provides the structure, the rules, the norms. It sets the stage, defines the boundaries, and directs the flow of the dance. It is through society that culture is expressed and population is organized. Herein lies the magic of this interplay. Each element influences and is influenced by the other. Population creates culture and society, yet is shaped by them. Culture shapes society and is shaped by population. Society structures population and is molded by culture. This interplay manifests itself in our everyday lives. Take, for instance, the morning ritual of drinking coffee. The population, coffee drinkers, create a demand. The culture, the shared appreciation for coffee, dictates how it's consumed. The society, through its economic and legal systems, regulates its production and distribution. It's a dynamic, ever-evolving dance. As the population grows and diversifies, culture adapts and evolves, society expands and transforms. New roles are created, new scripts are written, new stages are built. And in this process, our behaviors, perceptions, and relationships are continually reshaped. So the next time you find yourself in a social setting, remember, you're not just an observer. You're an active participant in this grand theater. Your actions, no matter how small, can influence the dance. Your beliefs and values, no matter how unique, contribute to the shared tapestry of culture. Your place in society, no matter where, is part of the larger structure that guides human interaction. Indeed, these elements do not exist in isolation. They interweave to create the complex tapestry of human interaction. Why does understanding these elements and their interplay matter? Well, let's dive into that. The intricate dance between population, culture, and society has far-reaching implications across numerous fields. It's not just about dissecting human behavior for the sake of intellectual curiosity. It's about applying this knowledge to promote empathy, tolerance, and peaceful coexistence. Take sociology, for instance. This field thrives on the study of social order and chaos, of patterns and anomalies. Understanding the intricate dynamics of human interaction enriches our sociological lenses, enabling us to decode societal structures and norms more effectively. It offers insights into how groups form, function, and sometimes falter, allowing us to predict and potentially mitigate social conflicts. In psychology, the study of human interaction helps unravel the complex web of human emotions, motivations, and behaviors. It sheds light on how our social environment shapes our mental processes and well-being. By comprehending the role of population, culture, and society in our daily interactions, psychologists can develop more effective therapeutic strategies and promote healthier mental landscapes. Anthropology, too, draws heavily on the understanding of human interaction. It allows anthropologists to compare and contrast different societies and cultures, to understand the universals and the diversities that make us human. By unraveling the threads of human interaction, we can appreciate the richness of human experiences across time and space. But beyond these academic fields, understanding human interaction has a broader, more profound implication. It fosters empathy and tolerance, equipping us with the tools to navigate our multicultural, interconnected world. By appreciating the interplay of population, culture, and society, we can better understand others' perspectives, reducing prejudice and promoting peaceful coexistence. We begin to see that our differences are not barriers, but opportunities for learning and growth. We realize that beneath the layers of culture and society, we're all part of the same human population, bound by the same basic needs and aspirations. Understanding human interaction is not just an academic exercise. It's a tool for fostering better interpersonal relationships and a more harmonious society. To wrap up, let's revisit the paradox we started with. Human interaction, a fundamental aspect of our existence, is a complex tapestry woven from threads of population, culture, and society. As we've explored, the individual, while inherently unique, is also a product of the collective, shaped by the forces of demography, cultural norms, and societal structures. The population, as the basic unit of society, provides the canvas upon which the intricate patterns of human interaction unfold. Remember, the size, distribution, and composition of a population influence the types of interaction that occur, the relationships that form, and the social issues that surface. A village of 50 people will interact differently than a city of 5 million. Population dynamics lay the groundwork for the social dance we all participate in. Then we have culture, the unseen hand guiding our interactions. Culture is the shared knowledge, beliefs, and values that bind us together, dictating the rhythm and rules of our social dance. It's the invisible script we follow, the unspoken language we speak. Through the lens of culture, we can see how our interactions are not random but patterned, shaped by centuries of shared history and experience. Society, the framework of human interaction, is the stage on which this dance takes place. It's the institutions, the structures, the rules, and the roles that give form and function to our interactions. Society is the scaffolding that supports and shapes our relationships, the framework that guides our behavior and our roles within the collective. It's a complex system that both shapes and is shaped by the individuals within it. The interplay between population, culture, and society is a dynamic dance, a constantly evolving process of give and take. It's a complex, reciprocal relationship where each element influences and is influenced by the others. As the population changes, so too does the culture, which in turn reshapes society. This interplay is the engine that drives the evolution of human interaction. The implications of this are profound. Our understanding of human interaction shapes our policies, our institutions, our relationships, and ultimately our future. It's a key to unlocking solutions to social issues, to fostering empathy and cooperation, to building societies that are inclusive, equitable, and sustainable. As we continue to unravel the complexities of human interaction, we take one step closer to understanding ourselves and the society we live in. The dance of human interaction is a complex one filled with intricate steps and patterns. But it's a dance we're all part of, a dance that defines us as human beings. So let's keep dancing, keep exploring, and keep unraveling the mysteries of human interaction.